Good morning, students. Let me introduce myself. I am Pankaj Sharma and I am going to teach you physics this year. So, as we all know, in class 11th, we have studied so many chapters, like we have studied mechanics, in which we have studied rotation, motion, gravitation. Then after we have studied heat, then thermodynamics and waves and all. In class 12th is basically the study of smaller particles like electrons, atoms and all. It is also divided into so many parts. Like if you can see on the board, the very first chapter, or we can say unit, is the electrostatics. Now let's talk about the electrostatics. What is electrostatic? So as a name implies, electrostatic, this branch is made up of two words. First you can see here, that is electro, and second, that is statics. So now what does these two words means? Here electro stands for electron and statics stands for stationary. That means electrostatics basically is a study of electrons, or we can say charge. In electrostatics is a study of electron at rest. That means in this particular unit, we'll study about all the phenomena which is happening due to the electrons which is at rest. This is the important point, that electron is not moving. And when we say moving or stationary, we know that motion and stationary something, it is not the absolute quantities. That depends upon the observer, right? So in this chapter we are not talking about the observer. We are just think that the electron is stationary and how it behaves, right? So let us start with this chapter, electrostatics. In electrostatics, we have we can say this unit is divided into further more chapters. Like the first chapter is electric charge and electrical field, right? Then we have we can say potential, we have capacitance, Gauss theorem and so on. So we'll study it one by one, we'll study it briefly, right? So let us start with the very first chapter, which is electrical field and charges. So here on the board you can see that I have divided the electrostatic into two chapters. The first is electrical charge and fields. This chapter also included a very important. Okay, now you can see on the board that electrostatic is further divided into two parts. That first is electric charge and fields, and electrostatic potential and capacitance. Basically here I have write these in two parts. Basically if you see in your books, they are further divided into 2-3 parts. Like if we talk about the first chapter, that is electrical charge and fields, it is also divided into the two parts. First is electrical charges and second is Gauss theorem, right? Again in the second you can see we have electrostatic potential and the capacitance. Again it is divided into further two chapters. Electrical potential is separate one and the capacitance is the separate one. So this is the introduction of this electrostatic unit. Now let's talk about your first chapter, that is electrical field and charges, and in which we will study about the electrical charges first. What are the properties of charges, how they behave when they brought close to each other, what are the basic type of charges. So all these things we'll study about in the properties of and the basic fundamental of charges. Now electric charge. Whenever we start any topic, the very first thought that comes into our mind, that what is the basically we are studying about. Like if we have right here, I'm writing here electric charge, the very first thought that come into your mind is what is charge. If we say that what is charge, we don't have any particular definition of charge, because it is like we are asking about what is mass. Like in 11th chapter, in 11th class, you have studied about the mass, because the whole mechanics, we can say your whole books is about mechanics. And in mechanics, we study about the properties of mass, or how the mass react when it is under, we can say, under some force, or when we do some work on it. But in the whole book, you never find the, we can say, the particular definition of mass, because we don't know about it. Because if we know that how the matter forms, we know that the matter forms of molecules are form of atoms. If we further go into the atom, we'll divide into the electrons and the nucleus. If we further go into the nucleus, there are protons, neutrons, and inside the proton neutrons we have quarks. And according to modern theory, the quarks is also we can say combination of another particle, fundamental particles. So that is why we don't have any particular information with particular definition on mass. Similarly, when we talk about the charge, we don't have a particular definition on charge, but we can just say that we know the charge is nothing, it's a property of a matter, right? It's a property of matter, how the matter behaves. So this is your charge. So if we talk about some introduction of charge, so charge basically, it's a property of matter, that how it interact electrically with the other particle, how it creates the electrical field, how it creates the magnetic field. It's all about the charge. Break कर दे रहा हूँ. कुछ ऐड करना है? Action. Now let's talk about how the charge appears, because we'll study about the nature of charge or properties of charge later, but first we must know that how any charge appears on a body, right? So let's talk about the what are the methods that we can charge on we can charge the body. So the method, the very first method is we can say by friction, or we can say by rubbing. So this is the most, we can say, common method of transferring charge from one body to another body, because when we were kids, you must have do something like we take some paper